What's up, Lakers fans?
What up, Lakers fam?
Lakers fans!
Let's go, Lakers!
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Let's go!
We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. But it's purple, hard as go, baby. We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world, niggas. LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll. Oh, yeah, you already know. You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling go, hurling go!
This is Dying's on my way to the
Slam dunk!
Gonna hate her like who
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like. They got fans like. LA be like. We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. Ain't nobody in the world that is gonna stop. We ballin', we ballin', we ballin'. It's all purple and gold, baby. It's all purple and gold.
Yes, yes, yes. What it do, what it do, what it do. Lakers crew, Lakers Nation, salute to all of you, baby. It's your boy, Lakers over everything. LOE, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, man. It's that time. It's that time. Free agency is here, baby. We are what? Literally a couple of days away. It all kicks off this Friday, man, and I'm super pumped, super excited about it. It's going down. So we had to get on here and get you ready, right? We had to get you ready. We had to get you right. And, man, we're going to have a good time. But purple and gold till we die, baby. Purple and gold, we ride. I bleed purple. My heart beats gold, baby. It is and always will be Lakers over everything. Welcome in. How are you guys enjoying the offseason, man? I hope you guys are enjoying it. Well, yeah, the off season, right? I hope your summer. How are you enjoying your summer? There we go. That's better. That's what I was trying to say. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer, man. My apologies, I haven't been able to be on here as much as possible. It's been a busy summer in the Murphy household. We got 4 kids on spring break, so summer break. 4 kids on summer break, so having to keep them entertained. We've been in and out of the city, all over the place, so Yeah. But I had to get on here and get you right, get you ready for free agency. Once again, free agency kicks off. Be mindful, save the date, plug in the time, set your alarm clocks, set your reminders, all that good stuff. It all kicks off this Friday. This Friday, June 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific. If you're here on the West Coast, like your boy, 6 p.m. Pacific, it all starts. So make sure you set your reminders. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun, man. And we had to hop on here. We had to talk all things Lakers basketball. We got a special guest in the building, man. We got a special guest. Lakers Nation, we are worldwide. We're all over the place. East Coast, West Coast, North, South, overseas. It doesn't matter. So I had to call him my brother. He's from the South, baby. He's from the South. He'll be on with us in a few moments here. But a very special guest here on LOE. He's making his first appearance on LOE, right? He and we just met, man. He's a great guy, great guy. He's a pastor down there, again, down in the South, in the Bamba, right? I'm loving this guy, man. I love him. I love his accent. I love his voice. I love everything about him. You guys are very familiar with him on Around the League with Dan, a Lakers fan. He's a host there, and yeah, man, I love this guy. But he's gonna join us in a few moments. Let me get you all set up really fast before we bring in our special guest. I got to plug a few channels really fast. Of course, you guys know I'm a busy man, right? I can't get on here as much as I want to, but you can follow me on Twitter because we talk Lakers basketball all day, every day on Twitter. But I want to highlight a few channels really fast. These guys are amazing covering the Lakers. I'm a huge fan of all of them, so that's why I'm plugging them here on the channel. But if I can't get on and break it all down for you guys, these guys, they do an amazing job, right? We already mentioned your boy DTLF, Dan, a Lakers fan. We all know him, man. He's one of the best to do it here on the tube, man. His passion, his fandom is you can't match it, right? So Dan, a Lakers fan, I know you guys are all familiar with him. And our brother here on LOE, LA Sports Live. You guys know that's my guy. You guys know, we're solid, right? LA Sports Live. So you want to make sure, again, I'm plugging all these channels because you want to make sure you follow all these guys, and I'm doing it. I'm trying to get you right for free agency. Free agency is kicking off. I'm going to have a very busy day Friday, so I won't be on until later on Friday night. But these guys will all be on LA Sports Live. After Woj breaks the news, after Shams breaks the news, LA Sports Live, he breaks the news. He's the first on YouTube, night in and night out, no matter what the situation. So you guys want to make sure you follow him. The Kareem Report, that's my dog. He's on the East Coast, right? He's in New York. So you want to follow the Kareem Report, Lakers news, right? But he covers the entire NBA, right? But Lakers Ream, that's my dog. So you want to make sure you follow him. As it stands, Lakers. That's another Lakers brother. He's up in Vegas. Tyler, great stuff he's doing there. So you want to follow As It Stands. And you guys see the rest of the names scrolling down there on the screen, man. You guys want to get those guys. All right. Let's hit that intro one more time, and then we'll bring in our special guest, man. And we're gonna talk some Lakers basketball. We're gonna get you right. This guy is, he's a diehard Lakers fan. And we're going to have a fun show tonight, all right? So we got something special for you guys. If you're watching the replay, thanks for checking us out. Make sure you drop a like, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right? We'll be back with our special guest in 52 seconds.
What's up, Lakers fans?
What up, Lakers fam?
Laker fans.
Let's go, Lakers!
Let's go.
We ballin', but it's purple, hard as gold, baby. We ballin', ain't nobody in the world that can stop us.
LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling go.
Bitches dying's on my way to the gonna hate her like who?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like, Lakers fans like, LA be like.
We ballin', ain't nobody in the world that can stop us. We ballin'.
It's all purple and gold, baby. It's all purple and gold.
All right, let's do it. The man is in the building. Bishop, I call him Bishop. Some will call him Don Kingpin, whatever you want to call him, man. He's here. Salute to you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, brother. Salute to you as well. Thanks for the invite. I'm doing well, my brother. How about you?
Of course, man. I'm great. Really fast though. The man is at the building. They say if you know how they say, look in the mirror, say Candyman. Well, this guy, if you say his name too loud, he'll show up as well. He'll appear as well. It's the one and only Dan, the Lakers fan. He's blessed in the channel, man. Salute.
Boy, Dan, my brother.
DTLF, the godfather of Lakers Nation. Here on these YouTube streets. Man, salute to Dan, man. Make sure you guys check out Around the League. That's going down tomorrow on DTLF. Of course, Dan, he'll be spearheading that thing, but my boy Bishop Don, he'll be there as well. So make sure you guys check that out tomorrow. I'm sure you guys all know DTLF, but if not, man, make sure you guys get on over there. All right. So appreciate you, Dan, man. I know you're a busy man, so thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Salute to Dan, man. All right, man. Let's get right to it, man. Let's go. Here we go, Don. You ready?
Yes,
You
sir.
ready?
Let's do it, man. Let's go.
We're less than 48 hours away, baby. Less than 48 hours away. And again, make sure you guys remember free agency kicks off 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern time, right? So it's not Saturday the 1st. Teams can start doing their negotiations 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday the 30th. So it's going down, man. It's going down. It's going to be fun, man. I'm super pumped. I can't wait. And Don, I know you feel the same, man. I know you feel the same.
I'm over here doing the Birdman hands, man. I'm getting my hands ready, getting ready for it. See, we're going to come to the Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my Birdman impression right now.
Yes, sir. It's going down, man. I can't wait. Let's dive right in really fast, man. Let's talk about this really fast. The Lakers did make some moves today, man. They're making some noise. They're getting ready, man. The Lakers did exercise the option on Jared Vanderbilt today. We all kind of knew that was coming, right? Vando, he has one of the most team-friendly contracts in the entire NBA. So Jared Vanderbilt will be back with the purple and gold. And I'm super pumped, man. I'm excited about Vando, man. The things Vando did for us last year. And here's the thing, though. Whatever he did last year, I'm expecting it to be even better because now he's had a full offseason with Phil Handy, man. And Vando, man. How you feel about Vando?
Oh, man, I'm feeling great about Vando, man. I felt like, last year at the trade deadline, he was a integral piece for us. He was an important piece that we got back in that trade for D'Lo and Beasley, and I felt like he was a must keep in this off season because of what he can do defensively. Now I understand on the offensive end, he didn't show up in some games when we need him to show up. But if you listen to Phil Handy in the offseason, and he said this a couple of weeks ago, like Vando is one of those players that he really wants to work with in the offseason. If Vando can get better with that corner three-point shot, if he shoots at least 35%, he's going to be a key piece for us for years to come. So exercising his option, bringing him back was very, very important. And, when you're a Lakers fan, everybody's on the trade block. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to this. But I feel like some people are giving up on Vando too soon. He's only 23 years old. He's going to get better. And I've even seen some people say, well, get rid of him for Draymond and DeAndre Hunter and all that. Like, nah, I'm keeping Vando. Right. His skill set is too important for us to let go at this time. So I'm very excited to have him back on this team.
Right, man. I'm right there with you. There's no way I'm trading Vando. I mean, no way. You got to be giving me Giannis or somebody back if I'm throwing Vando in the trade. One, it's just the contract alone, man. The one thing that the Lakers cannot do is go out and spend, $20 million on a free agent. But Vando, like you said, if he develops that corner three, and he just shoots at a league average, like you said, 35%, then that he's easily a $15 million player, man. Plus, right? So the fact that Rob was able to go out and get him, man. And I was a big fan of Vando last year. You remember we had all those trades last summer. We had the trades with Utah. That was big, right? Everyone kept talking about that. And I wanted Vando in a deal, right? But again, they exercised the option. It's only 4.3 or something like that. It's under 5 million, a little over 4 million. So that's a steal, man. And like you said, having a full summer with Phil Handy, if he could just knock down those corner threes, then boy, watch out.
Trying to tell you, man.
Right. So I'm super pumped, super excited about that. But we kind of all knew that was happening. But yeah, we did see all that stuff on Lakers Twitter about throwing Vando in these deals. But nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
Me
really
too, man.
Right. I'm good on that. Really fast. I saw a comment. Let me get this on the screen right here. This is a rumor, a new rumor, right? A fresh rumor that's kind of going around, hitting around today. By Bruce Brown, man. Bruce Brown, we know, he didn't exercise his option. He opted out, there in Denver. Bruce Brown, 24 years old. He's a solid piece. He was a big piece for Denver. So just the fact of him leaving Denver, I think they take a small step back, right? So now he very well. Let me say this really fast. He very well could sign a new deal there in Denver, but it's kind of looking like he may be on the move, man. And the Lakers name popped up. How you feel about this one?
Oh man, I feel like Bruce Brown fulfills our needs to a T. He'll be like I say all the time. Rob just have these moves where it's a Rob Father special. Like it's these moves that just doesn't. It comes out of nowhere. Like you never expected for it to come. Like last year during the trade deadline, we didn't hear anything about Rui. We didn't hear anything about D'Lo, Vando, Bamba, and Beasley. Like until the trade happened. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with Bruce Brown here, he'll be a good fit. He'll be a great fit for us. Right. Especially at the price at which he's going for, which is the mid-level accessory, which is like a little over 12 million. Right. That's a steal. That'll be a steal for us. And so it's interesting because you will figure that with him just winning the championship that he will resign with Denver. But the fact that we're interested in him just like we're interested in everybody else because we're the Lakers. It's interesting, man. It's going to be interesting to see if we can do this. Right. Is he high on our list? No, he's not. But we get him. I'm telling you, man. Lee's in trouble.
Right. Yeah. So again, it will be that seems to be his market value is that mid-level exception. Now the Lakers have opportunity to possibly do some things where we can have our full MLE. So, I mean, if he's available, and obviously we have other pressing needs, which we'll talk about in a second, but you cannot go wrong with him. And really fast, going back to Vando, you see DTLF, what he said. He said he's in the gym right now as we speak. Yes, sir. So some of us are here talking about the man on YouTube, and he's actually in the gym putting in that work, working on that corner three right now.
And he ain't the only person. He ain't the only one.
Yeah. So, we've seen some of those younger guys in there. Max Christie, man. Oh man. We'll talk about him in a second, man. These young cats got me excited. They got me excited. Yes, sir. But it looks like the one and only, salute to you, bro. He's saying, sorry, the wrong one. The one and only is saying, yeah, Bruce Brown will be a great fit, man. Or that's not the one and only. That's Daniel. Daniel, welcome in, bro. Welcome in.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. That'll be fire, man. That'll be fire. That would. Now let's move on really fast. Let's talk about this right here. Beasley and Bamba deadline is approaching. It is tomorrow, man. So let's talk about this. This is major right here. How you feeling about this? So for those of you who don't know, Beasley has a team option and Mo Bamba's contract is not guaranteed. So basically the Lakers have control over what they want to do. Now Beasley, he's set to earn $16.5 million next year, and Mo Bamba is set to earn 10 million. So the Lakers have to make a decision. So per league rules, you got until the 29th. Same thing with James Harden, right? That's the biggest name who has to make a decision tomorrow. And that's a little different with James. James has a player option, but it kind of works out the same way. It works more so in our favor because we decide what we want to do with these two. So tomorrow, you know the exact time? Tomorrow?
I don't know the exact time. I just know it's tomorrow.
Right. It's sometime tomorrow. So basically the Lakers could pick up these options. They could pick up the team option on Malik Beasley, which means his $16.5 million becomes guaranteed. And then with Mo Bamba, same deal. They could pick it up, guarantee his $10 million, or they could say, "Nah, we're good. We don't want him." They could let him. They could decide not to now. But don't be alarmed because that if they say no, if they don't exercise the option, that does not mean that they're not coming back because they could very well bring them back on a smaller deal. But if they opt in, either one or two things are happening. They're bringing them back at those price points, which I don't really see happening, or they're putting them together in a package, in a trade package. I'm sure everyone wants to talk more about that. But go ahead, Don. How you feel about that? What's your thoughts on that?
You pretty much hit on the points that I was gonna make. If we offer them in,
really fast. I had to distract you before you go in,
man. That Baconator fire, man. It's fire, man. I'm trying to tell you. that Baconator's heaven, bro. Hey,
you like the single or the double? Single or the double?
Man, I'm at it. Hey, that's single, man. That's single. I'm gonna have to get me a combo on my way to work tonight. You know what I'm saying? But back to that was a
Thanks,
good
Dan, man.
segue
Salute
right
to
there.
you, bro. Salute, Dan.
Right.
Salute, Dan.
Salute, Dan. But just to segue back to the Beasley and Bamba situation, you pretty much hit on the points that I was going to make. You know, if we do release them, it's not a cause for pause. It's not to say that they won't be back. They'll just be back on the lesser deal. Now, for me personally, I feel like Bamba. I feel like they're going to decline Bamba and bring him back on a lesser deal because his 10 million is not fully guaranteed. So they could easily say, okay, Bamba, we're not gonna bring you back for 10 million, but we do got 4 or 5 million for you.
Right.
And you're gonna get decent playing time. And from there, him and his agent can, they can consult with one another, scour the market to see what the market's all about, which teams got opens or centers and playing time and all this stuff. And if he don't find anything out there, then he'll come back to us. Now, as far as Beasley is concerned, I feel like he's gone. I feel like the Lakers already found a trade partner for him. I feel like they already know what they're going to do with Beasley. So I expect for them to fully bring him back on that 16.5 mil, but it won't be to keep him. It will be to put him in a trade package. It could be for a center, like we've been talking about all summer, or it could be for another player because, like I said before, with Rob Pelinka, you never know what he's going to do. When you think he's going to the right, he'll pivot to the left. So it's like you never know. You never know what he's going to do. So I just want to tell Lakers Nation, like, when they do pick up Beasley's option, he's not going to stay. Right. That means that they found a trade partner for him. And like I said, Bamba, they're going to decline his 10 million option and try to bring him back on a lesser deal. So that's how I feel about that right there.
Right. These two are they're great assets. You got to LA Sports Live always says you got to manage the asset correctly, right? You can't just let these guys just leave. And like you said, like Don said, if they do bring them back, then they probably got something worked out because you need these contracts in trades, right? You need these contracts. You can't move vet minimum contracts. That's impossible. Even Vando. No. Now those are salary fillers. Like a Vando, that's a salary filler, but in order to get a quality guy back, especially a starting caliber player, or like in your your 6 man or something in that 7 man rotation, you're going to need some contracts to do it. And this is something that Rob does not get credit for, but something he set us up for very nicely. You remember a couple of years ago, we weren't in this situation. We couldn't make a lot of moves because all we had was vet minimum contracts, right?
Yeah.
So you need these. You need a $16.5 million. Even Mo Bamba, you need a $10 million contract. Those are some great contracts to move if you want a quality guy back. And the Lakers, our biggest need is what a center, right?
Right.
And there's some that's possibly out there available. I'll let you bring it up, Don, but there's some out there that's available that the Lakers can possibly trade for. So I'm not, again, me and Don, we agree with this. We talk about it all day, every day. We don't need that home run. This is a line straight from Don, the man himself. We don't need a home run, right? We need some doubles. Double score. You hit a double and you come in and hit another double. Guess what? That's a run. That's a run score. Or even you hit a single. You don't even got to hit another double. Hit a single. That man, he'll get to home, right? So man, you need these contracts. You need these contracts. So as Don said, whatever happens tomorrow, I'm expecting to see. I'm with you, Don. I'm expecting to see it come across Woj, Shams, whoever. The Lakers have exercised, that team option on Beasley, and then I think he'll be a part of the move. I don't see him coming back. The only way I see him coming back is on that $16.5 million is if the Lakers plan it, they just want to bring it back because they can always move it at the trade deadline, where it's not, the guarantee is even smaller and really fast. The reason why these contracts are so valuable is because you're seeing it in the NBA with this new CBA, which came out today, right? The full details of the CBA. Teams are trying to shed salary like crazy because they want to be under that tax apron. So they're trying to do it now as opposed to waiting later. So you're seeing guys give up stars, right? I'm not saying the Lakers are going to get a star, but I'm just speaking in general, the putting the pulse of the league. Teams are giving up superstars, right, for pennies on the dollar.
Pesos, as Jeff says.
Right there you go, pesos on the dollar, right? They're moving contracts like crazy because you got to position yourself where you're not, you're not one of those tax apron teams because there's a lot of ramifications. And another shout out to Rob, by not making sure we're not in that position. Teams are selling right now, but the Lakers are in a nice spot where if the right guy comes up, hey, let us get that, slide him our way, right? So, and if we were in trouble with that tax apron, we wouldn't be able to operate like this. We would be trying to move, God, I hate to say it, but you'd be trying to look, man, we got to move AD because we got to, and we ain't gonna get nothing back, right? Not because we want to, but because we got to. So, you seen it yesterday with Atlanta, right? With John Collins and of course we know Bradley Beal. We're seeing that. So salute to Rob on that as well. But it's important to have these contracts, man. Very important. All right. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. You got something else for that?
Yeah. And this is the reason why I don't like the three-star model, because like you were saying, when you have three superstars on one team and a whole bunch of vet men's, there's little you can do with that roster. So you're pretty much betting on your three superstars staying healthy, putting up consistent numbers, that game in and game out, and then you're relying on your vet men players to give you that cushion that you need to be successful in the league. And I don't want the Lakers to be put in a situation. That's why I've been on the boat to saying run this team back. Now, I'm not saying to run it back for years to come. I'm saying run the team back because what we have right now, the position that we're in right now is great. We have aspiring contrast. Aspiring contrast, as Dan says, they're going on a premium right now because of that new CBA. Some teams want to stay under that second apron. They do not want to be in no luxury tax paying all that stuff. And then you have ramifications, as in you don't have an MLE. You don't have no exceptions. You lose your first round picks. Right. You can't aggregate contracts and trades. So you cannot, you don't want to be put in that situation. So I feel like Rob Pelinka has put the Lakers in a situation where it's at their benefit because you have so many contracts, they're easily movable. And and like you said, we can pick up options on Beasley and Bamba to move them by the trade deadline. Right. So we got flexibility right now, which is what we want, which is what we wanted.
Right. The haters won't say it, but the Lakers are in a nice spot. They try to say, oh, everyone else is. Oh, the Lakers don't got no draft picks. The Lakers don't got no young assets. They don't got no movable contracts. Man, miss me with all that. The Lakers are in a great spot. Great spot. They can run it back. Exactly. They can make a move. And I'm with you. Of course, me and Don, we went back and forth about it a little bit. I wanted the star. I was like, man, we don't got enough. Don said, no, chill, man. Chill. I'm more so leaning towards that. Rob said it himself. You see the comment there from Dan. He's asking about running it back. Rob said it himself today, right? In the introductions of our young guys, our new guys, our rooks. He pretty much said, the plan is to run it back. And he salute to Rob because he said the same thing at the exit interviews, right? So he's standing 10 toes down. He's not feeling that he's feeling the pressure, but he's not going to be scared of that, the clutch pressure or the LeBron pressure, any of that, to make a drastic move. So I'm with it, man. I'm with running it back. I think Rob said they'll make marginal moves, right? And a marginal move could be moving Malik Beasley's salary, and getting a center back in, or whatever the case may be, or adding a Bruce Brown, or Kelly Olynyk, or Clint Capella. I know we'll talk about that in a second, but man, how you feel about that? Answer Dan's question there.
I don't have no problem running that team back. If you look at when we got these pieces, when we got Rui, D'Lo, Vando, Beasley, and Bamba, we had started 2-10 at the regular season. Like I told Dan, when we went to that season with their roster, I said playoffs is out the picture. Like, we're not even gonna make the playoffs with this roster. We were just top heavy. We had a couple of guys there that did not fit the timeline. They didn't fit what we need. So Rob did a masterful job turning that whole situation around. We made our way to the Western Conference Finals. Right. And I've been back and forth with some people on social media because they want to downplay that. I'm like, do you know how hard it is to start from 2-10 and end up in the Western Conference Finals?
Right.
And the thing is, even though we got swept, it was a close sweep. You know, the margin of victory was only 24 points total in all 4 games. 24 points.
That's crazy.
In all 4 games.
That's 6 points.
Exactly, 6 points a game, pretty much. So, we're not that far away. Like, we're not that far away. Like Rob said, he wants to bring this core back and, you know, make some moves around the edges, which I've been saying. Bring this core, keep the core together, keep most of these players, and just make moves around the edges. Right. But even though, like Dan said, I don't see it happening either, I feel like we're going to move a couple of pieces. But I won't have an issue running this same team back because we got something special.
Right. And people got to realize when we say running back, we don't mean they're bringing back all 14, the same exact. We're talking about the main core guys. So this is what we mean by running back. We're talking about LeBron. We're talking about AD. We're talking about, you know, Rui and Reaves, right? We're talking about D'Lo. Now that's probably the big name right there. We're not so much talking about Malik Beasley. You know, that's one of the marginal moves we're talking about. You move that $16 million contract, which is a very great asset, right? And you get back someone who can help us, you know, in a more pressing, you know, feel one of those more pressing needs that we have. You know, Max Christie, we'll talk about him in a second. I'm excited about him. That's the second time I brought him up. I'm excited about him. So that's what we mean. We're not talking about we're going to bring back all 14 of the guys, all 15 of the guys. We're not talking. I mean, just look at where we were last year, man. We started the year out. Man, I try to erase it from my mind, but that was DeAndre Jordan, right? DeAndre Jordan and Russ and man. So the fact that we're able to come back with this team that just went to the Western Conference Finals, and like Don said, yeah, we got swept. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Cheeseburger Joker over there and all them cats, right? And Malone. Oh my God, I don't even want to mention his name. I'm not taking that. They did what they did, right? I give them credit. They were the best team. Jokic was the best player throughout the entirety of the playoffs. So yeah, it is what it is. But you know, we were there. We were there, right? They beat us. They were the better team. Had Golden State advanced, I think they would have did the same thing with the Golden State. I didn't see no team beating Denver. All right. So yeah, we got swept, but hey, we gonna get, you know, we gonna get ours back. We gonna have to run that back.
We're gonna get back.
Keeping all the receipts. I got a folder. I got them here in my folder. We gonna run back all them receipts, right? So yeah, bringing back this team that was constructed in February, and they made a run. They didn't just make a run to get to the play-in or get to the first round. No, they made a run and went all the way to the Western Conference Finals. So that says a lot, bro. And then we have to keep in perspective, like Don mentioned, we started out 2-10. We were the 13th seed when this team was assembled. So just imagine had we had that all year long. We were so behind. Every game was pretty much a playoff game, man. So that takes a lot. They had to exert a lot of energy. So they just ran out of gas. That's what it is. They reached their ceiling because they had to work so hard. I'm not making excuses for why we got swept. These are just facts. Denver was a better team, and the Lakers, we ran out of gas because we were so far behind. So imagine having that at the start of the season, right? Having that, you don't finish as a play-in team. I really don't think so. I think you really finish as you know, six seed at worst, right? I mean, remember the Lakers were right there. You know, at the end we were right there. We were half a game out, right? So we win this and something happens that way, then we're a 6 seed. We're not even a play-in team. So I just think we run it back with this team. I for sure think we're a top 5 team. And a lot of pressure is taken off, man. And running it back also. That's the thing, running it back. We're not running it back with old heads. We're not running it back with Melo and all these guys. I love Melo, but we're not running it back with old heads. These guys are young. So what does that do? That helps LeBron rest more, right? Yep. So he has that juice, you know, because LeBron ran out of juice a little bit, but it's expected. Year 20 and the roller coaster of a season that he had starting out with Russ and all that, right? He broke the record, the scoring record. So it was a lot, man. That's a lot for a man to deal with. Although LeBron might be a, you know, king and all that, it's still a lot to deal with, bro. So
he's still 38.
Right. And have to overcome all that. It's tough, man. So we ran, I guess. So having these young guys running back with these younger guys, it really takes a lot off LeBron during the regular season. Same thing with AD. So man, I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. Really fast. Let me pull this coming up. We definitely need a big man so AD can play like he did in 2020. Right. And that's something me and Don definitely both agree on. We do need a big man. We do. And that's something that we're talking about, making a marginal move to improve the roster, moving a Malik Beasley. Really fast. I know you want a big man as well, so AD can play his natural position of 4. Who are some names out there that you either one, we can trade a Beasley for and bring back, or 2, some guys that we may be able to sign on our MLE or even vet minimum or whatever the case may be. Who's some names out there that you realistically you think we can get?
Yeah, that's the key word, realistically, because Brook Lopez pretty much like cancels all that.
He's the ideal fit.
Yeah, he's the ideal.
Hey, if Don had $1 every time he said Brook Lopez is
oh man, I'll be rich. Man.
He could go buy him a Wendy's.
Yeah, because he I see you've been taking pointers from Dan. Okay. But yeah, man, Brook, because Brook really fits what we need on this team. He's a stretch big. He's able to defend the paint. He was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, I believe. I feel like last season, if not, I feel like either he won it or he was in the run up. I'm not sure about that.
He finished second. Yeah.
He finished second, so he's run up. Okay, so he'll be a great fit. But when you say realistically, I feel like we can go get a Kello Leonard. I feel like he's a poor man's Marc Gasol. He's a facilitator. He can shoot the 3. On the defensive end, it leaves a little bit to be desired because I want more so a defensive big. But I wouldn't scoff at Kello Leonard. Now another player that came up yesterday, New Orleans has put Jonas Valanciunas on the trading block.
There you go.
He's making $15 million a year. I feel like him and Beasley straight up gets that deal done. So we can get somebody like a Valanciunas. I love his game. He can stretch the floor. He can rebound. He has some post moves. He can defend the paint. I love Valanciunas. I love that pairing with AD. We can go get somebody like Robin Lopez. Not the Lopez that we want, but like I feel like Robin at this point, he will be so much better as a serviceable bid for us. Like I said earlier, bringing Bamba back. I feel like with Bamba getting injured and coach's decision and all this stuff last season, we didn't see enough. We didn't see enough from Mo Bamba last season. I feel like Bamba can contribute so much to this team that we're looking for. So you bring Bamba back. You give Andre Drummond another opportunity. I love Drummond with this team. I really did. I love him and AD playing together. So I heard Dan mention Christian Wood. Now, for me personally, I haven't seen too much of Christian Wood. So I don't know how him and AD will mesh. But at the same time, he can shoot the 3. I don't know as far as rim protection he brings, but I feel like he'll add some much needed juice to this team as well. Yeah, discount Lopez. Exactly.
That's the bargain shop for Lopez right there.
like me and you mentioned on yesterday, the Hawks are pretty much in a fire sale because they want to extend DeJounte Murray, Sadiq Bey, and Onyeka Okongwu. So they want to free him as much salary as possible. So I feel like with the right package, we can get a Clint Capella here. Now him and AD would be tremendous. Because I like that fit because Capella, ever since Houston, he's been a great rim runner. He's a lob threat. He can defend the paint. And he can shoot occasionally. So I love Capella with this team. But we got options. We got options.
Facts. And then you see Dan right there. He said he would love to sign Christian Wood. The only thing I have with Christian Wood is, man, they're moving him around a lot, man.
He's been bouncing a lot.
Yeah, man, that man is bouncing around more than. Never mind. Let me stop.
Don't go there.
Let me stop. I've been watching Around the League too much, man. I gotta get loose. I gotta keep it right. I gotta stay.
Stay on the straight and narrow, my brother.
Oh man, Around the League is oh man, that thing is off the chain right there. That thing is off the chain. But Yeah, Christian Wood, man, I'd be fine with it. Now you mentioned Capella. You know, I know we was having a lot of talk about that, and like you said, they want to shed salary to keep those few names that you mentioned there. And Capella only makes 20 million, so I mean, it definitely works. And man, you talk about he checks a lot of boxes, man. You could slide. He can play the five. He's gonna rebound the hell out of the ball, right? He's gonna block shots. You know, he's that rim runner, right? He's JaVale McGee all over again, right? A little bit younger. So now I know people say, well, defensively, his defensive rating, for all you analytics guys out there, his defensive rating wasn't so good. But Atlanta didn't play defense, man. The culture was not defense. Go back to him with Houston. I mean, that man was a top defensive big in the league, man. And I think
Atlanta,
more of that.
Troy a bus, man. Troy a bus.
Right. So there you go. So yeah, you see Dan Clint. Yeah, that would be and again, it's very, you know, it's very attainable, right? It's not one of those names like Miles Turner. I know that's how I want it. Besides Brooke, Miles Turner was one of our ideal guys, right? But it's starting to look like maybe it's not as attainable. Yeah. So, you know, as we pivot, Clint is attainable because, I mean, they're pretty much having a fire. Like you said, they're having a fire sale. They moved John Collins for, what did they get out of that, right? So if you're getting, and like you mentioned, they want to shed salary to pay those few names that you mentioned. So you're getting $16 million in cap relief with Malik Beasley. So that's major. That's big time. So we're not dreaming. We're not, you know, pulling scenarios out of our, you know what? No, this stuff is legit. This is a legit trade right here, man. And then you mentioned Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk only makes 12 million, so he's definitely attainable. There, right? I wrote some other names down. You got how about Nurkic, right? Now it looks like that love affair is going to be another chapter with up there in Portland. Now, had they moved him, then Nurkic is definitely available. But he's a name there, right? Now you free up your if we have our full MLE, how about I always forget this man's name, but dude from Chicago, from Orlando, right? Orlando to Chicago, the big. What's his name?
Vooch.
Yeah, how about that on a full MLE?
The reports came out. Shams report that him and Chicago agreed to a 3-year, $60 million extension.
I missed that. So yeah, cross him off the list then.
Yeah,
he's gone. Hold up.
I would have loved Vooch on this team. Vooch is good as well, but yeah, he's going back to Chicago. So that pretty much tells us that Chicago is not blowing it up. They're right. Back as well.
yeah. Well, hold on, man. It's we got to do it one time. It's the eve of around the league, so we got to. Oh, bro.
Oh my
God, bro. I can't.
Kill Kerry. Wow.
Oh man. I'm not even gonna comment. We're just gonna leave that right there.
Yeah, we're gonna sit. Let's say it away.
There you go. Now look, there you go.
Oh man. Now the chat blowing up. Thanks a lot, Dan.
That's funny, bro. That is funny. So yeah, again, let's get back on track. The Lakers got some options, but once again, this is what we was talking about Beasley and Bamba, right? And then the one and only asked about a center. I think we're all in agreement. We do need a big. And Mo Bamba, like you, I didn't say anything about Mo, but I would love to have Mo back, man. When we got the trade again, going back to last year, I wanted Miles Turner last year. I wanted them to go ahead and do that deal. But Rod did the thing, all right? That's why he's a GM, and I'm just LOE, right? I'll just sit courtside and let Rob do his thing. Yeah. But because had he did that deal, we wouldn't ended up with the pieces that we got, right? So
right.
Yeah, so
because one of the first round picks that Indiana was asking for. See, that's the thing with Indiana. Like, first of all, Indiana was not dealing in good faith. They wanted us to give us their first round, 2 unprotected first round picks, not the fact that they're our first round picks, they're unprotected.
Right.
And then you want us to take back on Daniel Tice, who is
Right.
on a horrible contract.
Horrible contract.
So we was definitely getting fleeced there, and I feel like Rob just basically hung up the phone on that one. So I'm glad that he didn't do that, because one of the first round picks that Indiana included, we used that in the trade for D'Lo, Beasley, and Vando.
Right. There you go. So yeah, we got options. That's basically what we're saying. We're gonna get us a big man. We believe in Rob. All right, let's move on. Even bigger, something bigger to talk about. Rui and Reaves. The Lakers did extend qualifying offers to them. So what that means, if you don't know, I'm trying to break it down in layman terms for you. So Rui and Reaves are restricted free agents this year, right? So the Lakers had to do this. They had to extend these offers. I don't know the details of the offers. I don't know if you heard of it, if you heard what it was, but they did extend offers to Rui and Reaves, and now this puts them in place again, them being restricted now. So if another team comes in and offers bigger contracts, which we all expect to happen, the Lakers can match. So this is something that had to be done. We weren't expecting Rui or Reaves to accept the Lakers offer right now, because they would be stupid. They're going to get more money. So I'm sure the offer wasn't, with Austin, we have a little more sense on Austin than Rui. We could try to talk about his market value in a second, but Austin, I think the max they could offer was it was like $55 million, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So the Lakers probably did extend that, but Austin might he's going to make at least $20 million per, right? So I think at least it's going to be an $80 million deal, 4-year, $80 million deal. So the Lakers did go ahead and extend that to both of those guys, right? Now, these are two guys you absolutely have to bring back. 1,000%, man.
Well, I'm sorry. They extended qualifying offers to them.
Right.
Not the whole contract. Which I feel like they already got a ballpark figure of what they want to give both Rui and Reaves. But yeah, they both got qualifying offers.
Right. So there you go. So now Reaves, they've already come out and said they're going to match whatever it takes. If it's $100 million, you got to do it, right? We've seen what he's done. And one, you just got to do it because we were in the same situation with Alex Caruso a little bit last year, right? And we let him walk. You cannot let another brother from another you can't let another one of them go, right?
No.
You actually and Austin showed, and AAC helped us win a championship. And same thing with Austin. Austin showed his first year in the playoffs. He showed that he's really him. When he was screaming, he's him. That those are facts. He's really that dude, right? Ask Taylor Swift. She'll tell you. But Austin is really that dude, man. So you absolutely have to bring him back. So I'm expecting it to be. Now Houston, they were the big guns that was going to throw money out. They got $60 million in cap space, but the report came out. Well, they went and got Collins, right? That's Utah. My bad. The report came out. I got these teams mixed up. Houston, they're coming out with what it was with Houston is they're coming out saying they're going to offer Fred VanVleet, $40 million. So if they're doing that, they're not going to have no $100 million they're not going to have that to throw at Austin. So that's good. Yeah, go ahead, Fred. Sign that thing, man. As soon as they offer, sign it. Sign that thing.
Yeah.
I got a pen right here for you. You need
Sign it up.
Sign it up. So that'll free up Austin from them. And there's not too many teams. That's the thing. There's not a lot of teams out there with a lot of cap space, right? Especially contenders. So I don't see Austin going to a contender. Now you got teams like again Utah. They were rumored a little bit, but after that Collins trade, I think they're out of the Austin sweepstakes, right? You got a team like San Antonio. You keep an eye out on them. Trying to mess it. At the very least, some of these teams, I think they'll, even if they don't want to do it, I think they just want to drive the price up for Austin because they know that the Lakers, we have to match it, whatever it is. So a team like San Antonio, they would love Austin, but I think they can throw something his way just to make the Lakers overpay a little bit. And which the Lakers have to do. They're kind of backed into a wall when it comes to that, but you got to match it. And really fast, before I get to the comments, really fast, this is the thing with Reaves. Whatever the contract is, say it is $100 million contract, right? Then you're talking what, $25 million per year. Now Austin's cap hit is only going to be $12 million. With that Gilbert, it's called the Gilbert Arenas rule, right? So right now, at this moment, his cap is only $2 million. that's what Austin's cap hit is. But as soon as he signs that new deal, it jumps up to $12 million. All right, so keep that in mind. Now it helps us a lot because it gives us $8 million to play with, right? Because if it was that full 20, then that's $8 million less. So that's something to keep in mind. His cap hit is only for the next couple of years. It's only going to be around 12 million. Then it'll kind of balloon, years 3 and 4. But just imagine with Austin, the trajectory that he's on. Just imagine where he'll be coming in, and I think the contract is going to be a steal. Come years 3 and 4 with Austin.
Right.
I think he might be a $30 million plus player, right? And the cap is continually going up, right? Now with Rui, same thing, right? Right now, Rui's cap hit is $18 million. So I would love to get Rui. It may be a bit of a steal, but like a $60 million deal, 30, 60, a 2-year 30 or 4-year 60, if it takes that much, or 3 years, whatever. I want him around that $15 million price point. Now I don't know. Again, his market is a little bit more difficult to kind of figure out, because there was a point when we traded for Rui. There was a point where he kind of struggled a little bit, and they were saying his range might be around $10 million, right? But of course, he went into the playoffs, did his thing. So I for sure believe he gets at least 15. But again, his cap hit is 18. So if we get him for 15, not only is it a steal, but it also frees up another $3 million to play with. So that's something to keep in mind right there. So but when free agency does begin, expect the Woj bomb, expect the shams, whatever he calls his stuff. Expect for it to come across the wire that a team has offered an offer to Reaves and Rui. Now don't panic, don't panic at all, because the Lakers can come in and match it. And something else to keep in mind, with the new CBA, they only have 24 hours now to match it. It used to be 48. You remember last year it was 48. Now it's only 24. So really fast, I just want to get out of there. But the Lakers will definitely match those offers. For sure. What we got in the comments? Go ahead, Don. Take it away.
You hitting on all cylinders, man. Rob, well, before Rob said what he said last night, I pretty much said that Rui and Reaves will be back on his team next season and for years to come. They're the future, alongside Jalen Hood, Shafino, and Lewis, and the pieces that we got in the draft. I feel like to answer Dan's question real quick, I feel like Reaves deserves more money because he could do more things on the court than Rui. Not to take anything from Rui Hachimura, because Rui has been good. He showed up for us, especially in the Memphis series and the Denver series. He really showed up. So, but I feel like Reaves, he does more things on the court. He's the more complete player. But I do expect both players to vastly improve in the offseason. But Reaves will get the most money.
Really fast. Salute to you, Chris, man. Welcome in, bro.
Salute, Chris.
Salute. Appreciate the super chat, man.
Bro. Man. Like I said before, Rob even said what he said last night about bringing the core back. I already felt like those two players was going to be back with this squad for years to come. Right. So I have no doubt that, like you said, the Lakers will match anything that teams will throw in their way. You pretty much had your numbers with Reaves and Rui was pretty much where I'm at. With Rui, I'm at like the $10 to $12 million range. It could go up to $15 million. For team's sake, I hope it don't go that high, because we do like that extra money to play with will help tremendously.
Big time. So
it would definitely help. So if we can get somewhere between that $12, $13 million range, then I feel like they'll be comfortable for him to take. Reaves, we could do the Gilbert Arenas structured contract where he'll get paid, $12 million for the next 2 seasons, not total, but like $12 million for each 2 seasons. And then, like you said, once that CBA, not the CBA, but the salary cap balloons, it'll go to like $36 million, then $36 million after that. If we could do that type of contract, that'll be good as well. But
that happens regardless. So whatever he signs, that's the cap hit. That's the cap hit.
Okay.
It'll only be 12 million on our books. Those first couple of years, then it'll balloon. He'll get his money regardless. But for us on the cap, that's what we're talking about for us with the cap. That's what it will be. So we, again, he'll definitely sign over that 12, but it is only going to cost us 12. So again, we're projecting around 20. You and I, at least 20, right? So you'll have that extra extra flexibility to play with, some money.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be good, but like I said, these two players, Rob wants to keep them. He's been adamant in keeping them. So it don't matter what the team, other teams throw at them. The Lakers are going to match whatever. And this is what other teams have to keep into perspective. You don't want to shell out. You don't want to focus too much on these two players that you lose focus on your other free agents out here. Right. So, like Rob's already told you, whatever you throw, it don't matter what you throw at them, they're coming back. So don't even come over here. Like don't stay off my lawn. Go ahead and mind your business. Right. And let us do us. But Austin and Rui will be in a Lakers uniform for years to come.
For sure. At the end of the day, slice it however you want to slice it. That's period, right? Right there. They're coming back. So and I know I said 15 for Rui, but you very well may be on something there. It may be 10, 12, because money is going to dry up real fast. And that all works in the Lakers' favor. So when you see, such and such signs for this, if San Antonio makes a deal, Houston, right? All these teams that's rumored or linked to Rui, when they sign other players, that's music to our ears, because that means the number may come down just a little bit. And 12, 15, that's $3 million. That helps you out on what type of player you can get. The reason being because depending on whatever their contracts are, and also depending on what happens with B's and stuff, that's the difference between a taxpayer MLE and a full MLE. And what's the difference? You want to know the numbers on that. A taxpayer MLE is like 5.7 or something like that, right? Whereas a full MLE is 12, 12 plus. So the caliber of player you can get, that definitely varies. So, when you're able to get a guy for 13 as opposed to 15, that adds to that. And same thing with him, right? Himothy, as Dan called him. Same thing with him. The fact that his cap hold will only be it'll go up to 12 million. It won't exceed that this year, no matter what we sign him for. That's that helps us out a lot, man.
Tremendously.
A ton, right? So but at the end of the day, like Don just said, both of those guys will be back. So go ahead and hate a little bit.
And they want to compete. They want to compete for championships. And they already know they still young. I think also Reaves is like 24, 25. Right. Rui is like 25, 24, somewhere around there. They're still young. So they're going to have opportunities to make more money because the money is not going to go down. It's going to go up. So they got plenty of opportunities to make more money and for the rest of their career. But I feel like, because they want to compete and they really value the purple and gold, they'll get their money, but it won't be as high as we think it's going to be. Because they do want to, it's going to be on the team. Hopefully it'll be on the team friendly deal. But I have absolutely no problem with them getting the bag. Get that bag.
Right. They're both 25. I was Googling while you were talking. Chris asked the question. They're both 25. So those are building blocks, right, man? That's going to be the foundation for years to come, man. And I mean, I've been holding. Let's talk about this youth, man, a little bit, man. So you're going to bring these two back, Rui and Reaves, right? Mm-hmm. We talked about Vando earlier, and I've been hitting that. And Max Christie, man, I believe that guy is going to put in work this year, man. I'm excited to get out to Summer League, see him his progression, right? But Rui, for instance, same thing we talked about Vando having that full off season with Phil Henry. It's the same thing for Rui, man. So I think these guys' games are going to be even better, bro. And one of the things that, when we went back and forth a little bit about what we needed, when things first started, and I don't know if you remember saying, but I was on kind of on the fence. Like, do the Lakers have enough talent, right, We may need another peak like talent. That's why I was like, maybe we do need to look at, trying to bring in one of these superstars. But you got to, like I just said, you got to consider these guys are going to get better, bro. These guys are young. They're going to get better. Reaves, we're seeing his progression year, but I think you're going to see the same thing with Rui and Vando. So that probably makes up, for the talent there. And the only reason I said talent was because what Jamal Murray did to us. Jokic did what he did, but I just needed someone talent-wise to be able to match with Murray did.
Yeah.
Be one of these guys as a collective. It doesn't have to be one single guy. We can do it as a collective, right? So you got to look at it like that. Maybe we didn't have the talent then, but having this full off season, these guys are going to get better. That's how things work. They're not going to digress. Right. They're gonna get better. So
and plus, Reaves is set to play for Team USA.
Right?
The summer, so he's going to get that experience. He's going to get better at that as well.
Right,
because
exactly.
them players playing the international ball. It's a whole different league over there. So he's definitely going to get better. He's going to get tougher. So that's what we want.
Right. There you go. So you see, Chris agrees. Great future ahead. And how about the rookies we just signed, man? The rookies we just drafted. Those guys, you throw them into the mix. How about another name someone doesn't mention? I was high on this guy last year. His defense was atrocious, but he has a skill set that works in this NBA. And I'm talking about Cole Swider. How about Cole Swider? The jump he makes. All we need, he has the skill set already. He's a 3-point shooter. When you have that, you're going to find a place in the NBA. You're going to get paid. It was just defense. He needed to at least be, average or serviceable. His defense was horrible. So I'm sure they've been working on that. So he may be another name that's in a rotation. These young guys that we got, man, bro, it's scary times, man.
We got the depth. We definitely got the depth. And the one thing about it is we can add on to that depth while getting better. That's what you want to do. You want to get better and you want to keep the depth. So that bucket hat is fire. I'm gonna have to get me one.
Yeah, quick story on this. I got this the year we got Russ, and this was gonna be my W hat. Whenever we win, this was gonna be what I wore. But this thing it
collected dust.
Yeah, it collected dust. So I'm trying to bring it out again.
Yeah, man.
It didn't get much wear.
Nah, it didn't get much showtime.
I think it was over there in the pile underneath the stuff to go to the cleaners or something. It didn't get much, right. So I'm trying to pull it back out.
Same thing as my hair, man. My hair ain't get much showtime as well. But you see, I've been wearing it often, man. It's like, that love coming back for watching games, man. I love what I'm seeing.
There you go, baby. We back, baby. Hats coming out. Watch out. All the haters, watch out. Lakers Nation is back. 18 downloading right now, baby.
Yeah, good point, Dan.
Yeah, Max Christie, man. I think we're all excited about him. And as we mentioned, Vando being in the gym, Max has been in the gym as well, man, and he's looking nice. And I'm excited. I'm excited about Max. I think he's gonna be in a rotation.
Yeah, I feel that as well. I feel like he's gonna come off the bench next season. He has potential to have that same leap as Austin Reaves did. So that's one of the reasons why I'm glad that, like Dan said, we kept Phil Handy because he is the GOAT. Phil Handy goes all the way back to Cleveland with LeBron. So he's always been hands-on with the development of youth players, and I love Phil Handy because stop, man. I say
oh my gosh.
I tried, man. I knew that was gonna be one of the things.
Listen to you.
Soon as I said hands on, here we go. Oh.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh my God. Dan, man. I love you, man. I love you, bro. Love you.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
okay. So
it ain't collecting dust, it's collecting some other stuff, bro.
Yeah. It ain't dust.
It ain't dust.
It is collecting.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Hey,
But,
this what I get. This what you get on around. And make sure you guys tune
yeah.
in to Around the League tomorrow.
Please
Every
tune into
Thursday,
Around
what is
the
it?
League.
6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Is
Yeah.
that the time?
Please.
Yeah, make sure, bro. Because
Man.
and
This is on the tip.
pop you a
on
pill
tip.
or something because you're gonna be rolling, bro. I can't.
Man, this is only a piece of what you get on Around the League, man. It's a preview, so go ahead, tune in. But even when
Oh, let me get that up.
even when
Somebody, I
Rui
need another
changed
comment
it,
to highlight.
oh my God.
There we go. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Oh, bro.
Oh man, but shoot, where was I?
What are we talking about?
Oh, Max. I feel like he's going to take that leap. He's going to take that leap like Austin Reaves did. You even seen flashes of greatness at Michigan State, and he has potential of being a great 3-and-D guard for us. I know he can play the wing position as well, but with Vando taking that wing spot, he'll be beneficial to the guard spot. The game that made me feel like Max Christie was big time was when he locked up Trae Young. Trae Young is not a slouch. Like, Trae Young is one of the most offensive, talented guys that we have in this league. And he held his own against the likes of him. Mm-hmm. So if he can do that, as young as he is, he's going to get much better. And so I fully expect for him to have some playing time, some major playing time next season. Right. So I'm excited. Yeah, him, great point, Chris. Yeah, him and Vando, they're gonna have the perimeter on lock. It's gonna be lockdown penitentiary.
That's gonna be fun, bro. That's gonna be, and that's another thing too. That's what killed us again. Going back to, I hate bringing these cats up, but going back to the conference finals, Murray. We needed some more bodies to throw at Murray and Christie. He's gonna be a guy. And then JHS, that's another guy, a big, strong, right, a big, strong guard, right, to lock down these guards. And I mean, when Ja returns, that's another name, right? We know what the West is, but I bring up Denver because I think they'll be back there. And so I we got some guys to play with to throw at these cats now. So I'm excited about that, man. Very excited. Very excited.
We land Bruce Brown.
Let's go. There we go. Man.
Bruce Brown.
Talk about
Max Christie, Vando on the perimeter. Man.
Chris, you're right, man. Max does have a nice jumper. So, yeah, again, and these guys are going to get, that's the thing. They're going to get better, man. They're putting in the work. We're seeing it, and we know Handy. I think a lot of people, when Frankie V got the job in Phoenix, a lot of people was worried about him snatching up Phil Handy. But I kept saying, no, Phil Handy wants to work with these young cats. He does. He loves that challenge. And we got a surplus of that for him to work. So I know he's sitting there. He was happy. So yeah, there you go. So he's definitely in the gym working with these cats, man. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it at all, man. Denver for sure gonna be in the mix, right.
Yeah, they be back. Yeah.
Bruce Almighty on the Lakers. What was that scene with Bruce? Did he hit one?
Yep.
Bruce Almighty. That's what Bruce should do when he locks somebody up or hits a big shot.
Now, you know how poetic they'll be. Like, he the one that locked up D-Lo, and then they be on the same team. Like
that part.
Oh, that would be cinema. Like
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But the Lakers would be the Lakers if we didn't have any drama.
Like, right. So Chris asks, is Brown a real possibility? So yeah, I mean, for a full MLE, that seems to be his market. So yeah, if the Lakers can definitely do that. Now, the Lakers might have other needs, like a center, right? But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out because the Lakers could very easily move Beasley, get the center, and then offer that full MLE to a guy like Brown. So I mean,
I'm gonna throw this question at you, LOE, because
yeah.
I even asked this earlier in our group chat. There's
I
another
had a
player
busy
out
day. I
there.
wasn't in there much today. I was
Yeah,
busy.
yeah. There's another player out there that's expecting the full MLE. Very talked about. He liked poking bears. How you feel about Dylan Brooks on the Lakers?
I mean, I the thing with Memphis. Now, I'm not giving this man a pass. He was a clown, but the thing was, there's no leadership over there, right? There's no leadership. You're not gonna have that problem here. So,
No.
I mean, I'm fine with Dylan. I'll bring him. I mean, we didn't welcome Rondo. We didn't welcome Meta World Peace. We didn't welcome all these cats back. I'm fine with bringing Dylan Brooks in.
We welcome Russ.
He's gonna be right. He's not gonna be what he was over there. So, defensive, yeah, come in and lock these cats up, man. You know, I'm fine with Dylan. I'm not a fan of his. But you know, for a vet minimum, or no, you said a full MLE, huh? He'll if you got Bruce Brown or him, I'm taking Bruce Brown.
Yeah, I'm taking Bruce.
If everybody else dries up and we're able to fill our need via trade, you know, for center, and things start, because Brooks, I think he's gonna be there. You know, I think he's gonna be there. So I think we could probably get him even for less, man. He might be one of the types where I know that maybe the rumor about a full MLE, but he might be one of the types that has to take a vet minimum and prove himself a little bit. So
a tax player.
Yeah, a
taxpayer
MLE, right? So yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I'm good with it. Like I said, it's an entirely different situation. This ain't Memphis. This ain't you know, we ain't doing this out here.
Right.
We ain't leading with that, right? So
we're not pouring lasers at people.
right. We ain't beating up kids.
We out here on IG with you know, quote unquote toy guns.
And we're not beating up kids and stuff over here now. We don't do that stuff out here in LA. So
we're not in Denver. We're not in Denver. You know, let's go on. Let's move on.
Right. So I'm fine with Brooks. Because he won't he won't be able to get away with all that BS. So yeah, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else we got in here, man? Mike Malone's
guy. That'll like I said, that'll be a Rob Father special if he somehow lands Bruce Brown. Like, and I seen some comments somewhere on Twitter, like some people were saying that he said that he hates the Lakers. Like, I ain't seen that nowhere. I ain't see that nowhere. Somebody got to show me that.
They said Brown said that? BB said that?
Yeah.
Man, you know, these guys. They try to hate any possible way they can.
Right.
Any possible way they can. All right, so how about this right here, man? I definitely think he's coming back. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but let's talk about that for a second. I think it's best for both sides, right? There's not. I mean, if you look at the free agent board, I think he's number 3 on the big board, right? Kyrie, but Kyrie ain't leaving. I hate to disappoint if you're one of those guys, but he's not leaving. I think we agreed on. That's the one that we have agreed on the whole offseason. Even when I wanted some other guys, I didn't see him as a possibility. So he's staying. He's gonna get paid in Dallas.
Because you got to. I'm sorry. Because you got to think about it. This is at this stage of his career. This is his last big contract of his career, in my opinion. I know Dan don't put something else. All right.
Oh man, bro. I'm hurting.
But Dan, give it up to Dan, bro.
I'm hurting.
But he right though.
He right.
He right though. He right. What I was saying. Yeah. As I attempt to find my grounding back here. But yeah, Kyrie is, you know, in the stage of his career right now. This is his last Supermax contract. This is his last big contract. So he's not going to. And I know there was reports from Ramona Shelburne earlier today that he's going to be visiting more teams. I
right.
feel like that's a leverage move for Kyrie. That ain't no but leverage because he already knows that Dallas can give him the most money.
Right.
And he already knows that he's going to take that $250-some million from Dallas. He's not going to get that nowhere else. He's going to get that nowhere else. So Kyrie's going to take that money. He's going to take that. He'll be foolish to take that money.
Right.
He'll be foolish. Yeah, he'd be foolish not to take that money. That's what I mean.
He's not going nowhere. So cross him off the list, right? And then what? Fred VanVleet is number 2 on the list, and we already seen Houston's gonna throw him the bag. He's out of our price range. We can't afford him. Right. D'Lo's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, and let's talk about D'Lo really fast. Really fast. His stat, and I know, the analytics, they'll dig deeper and all that, right? But D'Lo was, if I told you that the Lakers were going to get a point guard, the Lakers starting point guard was going to average 17 points, 6 assists, and shoot over 40% from 3, sign me up, right? Sign me up. And those are the numbers D'Lo dropped. Now, albeit during the regular season, right? We all know what it was with D'Lo. It was obviously the conference finals. But I want to see the man come back and avenge himself, man. He knows how bad he was in the conference finals. He knows that it cost him, because had he balled out in the conference finals, then the Lakers would have to write a big check. They would have to pay him $30 million, right? Plus,
he's in the gym too. I seen him running.
Yeah, he's in the gym. Right.
I seen him running games in Toronto, so he in the gym too.
Right. So had he knows he kind of fumbled the bag a little bit. So I want to see how he responds. So I think it's in best camp's interest to run it back, bring him back. Now, I'm not saying you sign him to a 4-year deal. I would like the Lakers, I would like to see a 2-year, $50 million deal. I would like to be less than that, 40. But, he made $30 million last year. So you got to kind of be fair, reasonable, right? And he did during the regular season. He was, a reason why. Not him solely, but he was one of the reasons why we kind of changed things around. And I know, Don, you said this a lot. You're big on culture. He changed the culture a lot over here. He made Lakers basketball fun a lot over here. He has that big personality, Lakers Nation level. I'm there every night at the arena. So I see it, I see we feed off of D'Lo and he feeds off of us, right? So I want to see the kid come back. I just hate the fact that I hate seeing it. He's been a jerk. He's bouncing around. He can't find a home. And they kind of asked him, at the end of the season, did he feel like LA was home? And he was straight up. He said no, because I don't really know what home is, So I hate to see that. He's been bouncing around, man. Bouncing around like Kim K's, He's been bouncing, right? So the man needs a home, bro. The man needs a home. So Kim, I don't know if she ever could find one, but at least D'Lo could get one, right? So I would love to bring him back for the right number. And Rob's smart. He's not. Hey, Kim got the ball rolling. She got it rolling, man.
Shoot, man. Kardashians getting they well deserved. Kim Kardashian, man. Kim get her well renowned notoriety tonight from Dan, man. Like, seriously.
Right, bro. It's wild, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime, man. I'll move mountains to hang out with y'all, bro. So anytime.
Oh man.
But yeah, man. D'Lo, I hate it. He's been moving around so much. So again, but long story short, like what I was saying is it works out best for both camps. It works out for us because there's not anyone else out there available, a starting level point guard. To me, if you're not going to bring D'Lo back, then go get another shooting guard and move Reaves to the point guard if that's the case. Other than that, there's nothing out there. That's the only thing that I would really buy. I mean, Chris Paul was our, we had him in the back pocket. He was our ace in the hole, if you will, and he's unavailable now. So they grabbed that rug, right, and it may be a good thing, right? It may be a good thing. You never know. They pulled that rug right up underneath of our feet, right? So yeah, I mean, D'Lo, Yeah, I'm for bringing them back, man.
Yeah, me too.
Right, right. I
Me
think
too.
he'll avenge. I think he'll avenge things. Um, here's the thing too with D'Lo. During the regular season, D'Lo's always been great, right? It's just postseason. And doing and that being said, he does help us because we need someone who can kind of take some pressure off, the king, right?
Yeah. Right.
And D'Lo provides that,
Yeah.
and he helps us win. D'Lo can have those games where he drops 30, right? Where LeBron is sitting and he drops a 30 piece and it helps us win a game. And that's worth $25 million in my opinion. And that's
Yeah.
still movable, you still control the asset we talked about. I'm a businessman, so I'm all about controlling my assets, right? And you control that asset. You don't give them a 4-year deal, give them a 2-year deal, 50 million, and that's a very movable contract.
Yeah.
At the deadline, if things don't work, that's a very movable contract because you only got 1 year. The following year it's a expiring contract. So, and maybe
Yeah.
you give them a 3-year deal and you give them an option on the 3rd year. There's a lot
Right.
of things they can do. So I think Rob's going to get that right. But at the end of the day, I believe he's definitely coming back.
Yeah. And yeah, you pretty much touched on the same points that
I'm
that
not
I
going
was
to
going to
read
make.
it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, get your point
Yeah,
out. before I read
you
it.
yeah, that's like you were saying, the point guard position right now in free agency is scarce. It's not really much out there as far as option wise at the point guard. So I'm comfortable with bringing D'Lo back. I feel like he has within himself. He knows he has a lot to prove. He knows that he fell short in the Western Conference Finals. So I feel like he's gonna come back with a vengeance and show us why we call him Mr. Ice in the Veins. To me personally, I feel like if he was to give us at least his league average in the Western Conference Finals,
Right.
we would be, who knows,
That's
we'll be the
serious.
ones
Right.
that swept Denver. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We just need a little bit of help.
Right.
I look at it from this standpoint as well. Even though he did fall short in the conference finals, I feel like the coaching staff didn't put him in the best situation at times. Even LeBron to an extent, because one thing about D'Lo needs the ball in his hands.
Right.
He is not
Right.
a spot up 3-point shooter
Right.
that you just stash in the corner and somebody gets double team, just kick it out. He can do that, but his primary skill set is to handle the ball. You get him downhill with AD, pick and roll with LeBron, with our center, because it seems it's leaning towards that AD is moving back to a 4. So you put D'Lo, let him be the true point guard. Put the ball in his hands, let him facilitate the offense. Of course, he's going to run through LeBron as well because LeBron's LeBron. But I feel like D'Lo can run the offense as well, and so you do bring him back. Now, you did bring up a good point about being a movable asset, because I feel like once we have him on contract, he'll be more easy to move then than now. Because even though we could do a sign and trade for a 2 guard and put also Reaves at the point guard, there's so many variables to that probably is not even going to be the case. First of all, D'Lo will have to accept the contract that you're giving him, and you pretty much laid it out like 3-year, 2-year. If we do a 3-year, we do the 2 years guaranteed, then the 3rd year being an option. I'm good with that. That's way better than what I said, because I said a 4-year contract. We don't want no 4-year contract. Keep it at 3. 3 is good. Second of all, whichever team we're trading him to, he has to want to go there.
That part.
Because if he don't want to go there, then he's not going to accept that contract.
Right.
That's how a sign and trade works. You can't just sign a player and then trade them. Like, you have to have pretty much their consent.
Right.
So we pretty much can find
together.
right. We pretty much can find ourselves in a Bradley Beal situation. So because it's per se like a no trade clause, but it's not really a no trade clause. That's the dangers of a sign and trade. So I feel like we get him under contract, and I've always been on board with this. You bring him back. Okay, if he improves in the regular season, the playoffs, okay, cool, fine, everything is cool. But going down the season, if the same deficiencies start to present themselves by the trade deadline, move him. Because at that point he's under contract. We pretty much can dictate what we do with that with him at that point versus a sign and trade. So but all in all, I'm all for bringing D'Lo back. I want to see what he can do.
Right. Yeah. And I think I'm pretty sure that's what we're leaning towards. Like you meant, the market is so dry, man. So that's our best option. That's the best option. Oh, bro.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it with you, Dan. I'm not doing it, bro. Nah, man.
Oh, bro. It's gonna be wild, bro. It's gonna be a long weekend.
I seen all you can eat buffet, and that told me everything I need to know right there. Nah, I'm good. Probably no food poisoning or something. Nah, I'm good.
Oh man, he said I'm ending up with food poisoning.
I might probably get food poisoning. Nah, I'm good.
Stick to the Wendy's, bro. Stick to the Wendy's.
Oh yeah, I'm sticking to the Wendy's, man.
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, me too.
Let me ask you a question, man. Out of these rookies, man, who are you most excited about? Who do you feel? Two-part question. Who do you feel is going to help us right now, and who do you feel has the biggest ceiling out of these guys?
Who can help us right now is JHS, of course.
Wait, LA Sports Live is in the building. What up, AC? That's right, baby. Make sure you head on. What we say after Woj breaks it and Shams breaks it, LA Sports Live breaks it, baby.
Yes,
he's in the building. He's in the building
every time. I feel like JHS have the of course, Dan. All love, man. All love. JHS to me, he help us right now because we are in need of that backup point guard. All indications, it seems like Dennis is not coming back. I know that some people been saying that he's probably going to come back. I don't see him coming back with all these guards that we have. We're guard heavy right now, but we're guard heavy for a good reason. With the addition of JHS and Lewis and with Lewis. We're in a really good position right now. So I feel like JHS can help us right now. I really see him getting like 10 to 15, 5 to 10 minutes next season as the backup point guard. I really see him playing right now. Another rookie to look out for is Castleton. I feel like Castleton can help us as well because we are in need of that backup center. I'm not saying he'll be our backup center, but he could be a legitimate good piece for us moving forward. He has some good games in Florida. Can shoot the ball, can defend the paint very well. He's a rim runner as well. Castleton has good games, so I go with those two rookies, and of course Lewis. So pretty much all of our draft picks. Right? I just say that all of our draft picks.
Right, and Castleton, whoever his agent, he got the same agent as Austin. I think Dan said that the other day, right? I think he said that yesterday when he had Jeff on. They got the same agent, and they played this thing smart because I think they kind of looked at the scope of things because he could have very well been drafted, right? He was going to be drafted, but he pulled a Austin Himothy move, right? And said, no, don't draft me, pretty much because he wanted to sign with the Lakers. And I think they kind of looked at it like, okay, let's look at the market. They're going to need a center, so I think he foresaw that he could possibly get minutes. Summer league is going to be very, very important for all these guys, right? But for Castleton, because he legit could be the backup center next year, man, and get minutes, right? Depending on what we do with Mo Bamba. But even if we bring Mo Bamba back, he might outplay him. You don't know. You never know because this guy he's athletic. He's a shot blocker. And he got the size. So we got the best scouting department in the league, hands down. Period.
Hands down, man, bar none.
That's what it is. Just like Kim is what she is. Our scouting department. Hey, we do that thing, right? So
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely do that. Yeah.
She can do that thing. We can do that thing. But, hey, hey, it is what it is. Those are facts. So, yeah, man. Again,
I'm gonna go back and watch this.
I think Castleton looked at that, man, and I think he saw opportunity there to be able to play with us. So, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Whoever that agent, I don't know who the agent is, but whoever their agent is, man,
Yeah.
and we're building those. I think Jeff said that we're building those relationships. You know, we got Clutch. Now we got this agent, under our belt. So we're building those relationships. So that's major, man. That's major because you get guys on these discount deals that can help you now, and you pay them later, and build with them during the future. So yeah, man. There you go, right there. Castleton taking the Reaves route. There you go. There you go. So but okay, so I'm right there with you, man. All of them, they all could help, man. Lewis, I like Lewis, man. I like him a lot. I see a lot of guys in him, man. But one of my favorite players is BI, and I see a little bit of BI in him, man. So I like him. But then JHS, man, he's big. He got the body to come in and contribute right now. He got the frame and that toughness, with the body. So yeah, he's definitely one of them, man. Definitely one of them. So I'm excited, man. Our future is real bright, man. Not only the future right now and the future.
Yeah. Austin Reeves' agent is Aaron Riley of AMR Agency.
Okay, there you go. So hey, man, that man is doing it, man. So that's another. You got to build. It's so important, and especially Rob being a former agent, he knows the importance of building those relationships with agents. And the league hates on him already because he was an agent, right? So they already hate on him, man. These other, president of basketball ops and all that. So
don't be surprised about
building those relationships with the agents. Go ahead.
Don't be surprised if Buddy Hill walks to that door because guess who his agent used to be? Rob
There you go, Rob Pelinka. That's why he's so infatuated with getting Buddy over here. And again, that's still an option. That's not dead at all. With Beasley, that's not dead at all. So, I mean, hey, there
we got options.
Speaking of that, let's pull this up right here. Where's it at? But yeah, let's talk about this, man. What we got, man? I know we've been hitting on it a little bit, all throughout the stream. But before we get out of here, man, what's I guess we can talk about that, and then like who's like if you could who's your top, let's say 2 guys that you want to, new additions to this team that you absolutely would love to have that are attainable. I know we talked about our favorites and Lopez and all that, but who are some of those, who are a couple of those guys? And any other rumors you're hearing out there?
Of course, we, just going back to last week, Johan Bull said we was, Lakers has been linked to players like Kristaps Porzingis at the time until he went to Boston. Miles Turner, Buddy Hill. We was linked to so many players. My realistic targets right now is my top 2 is specifically a big, so AD can move back to the 4. Clint Capella, I feel like Clint Capella is a realistic target for us. If Rob Pelinka presents a good offer, say like a Beasley plus Shaquille Harrison's contract, they equal it to $20 million right there, and we we throw like some second round picks at them. Then we can get Clint Capella. Now, me and you talked about this as well. If they throw Bogdanovich in that deal, that's when I see where Bamba can get included in the trade because I'm pretty sure they're gonna want a bid back in return. So if we were to offer like Beasley, Bamba, Shaquille Harrison's contract, and some seconds for Clint Capella and Bogdan, that's a steal. Like,
would you throw in there first for that package?
So
like
that would be
29,
the 29 or 27. The
27, 29 is one of them.
No, it's the 29th. It's the 29th.
Okay.
Yes, the 29th. Because we traded the 27th in that.
The Utah deal, right?
To Utah, yes. I throw in the 29 first round pick.
For both of those guys.
Yeah, I throw it in there. Yeah,
would you do it for Capella alone if they say give us the pick?
No, not for Capella alone. I do like 2 seconds. I do 2 seconds.
What about
you got to think about how for
what
Jerry
about
Allen? Oh yeah, of course, Jerry Allen. Yeah, of course. Because I feel like to me, he's the better out of the two. He's better than Capella at this point. And they're pretty much he's making $20 million as well. So yeah, I'll throw a first round pick at Jared Allen. Oh shoot, there'll be something to see him and AD together. Man. But yeah, Clint Capella would be my first choice. My second choice would be Miles Turner. I don't feel like that is as dead as people think it is. We've been linked to him and Buddy Hield for some years now. And I feel like if there's a pathway to knock out two birds with one stone, then you do it. And I feel like, with Indiana, with the trade that we did with them during draft, we seem to be rekindling their relationship with Indiana. So if there's a way for us to get both Buddy Hield and Miles Turner on this team, Rob's gonna find a way to get it done. But if not, then my first choice would be, of course, Clint Capella.
Right. Yeah, I don't think that deal is dead. It's just Indiana is. I don't know what they're doing over there, man. That front office, it's rough. But again, you're giving them those expiring contracts. Of course, you're going to give up the pick, the 2029 pick. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, he said it was 2029. So you got to give that up. So yeah, I'm with you, Capella, Master. I think that's our biggest need is to get a starting center next to AD. So you check the boxes with both of those guys. I think I lean a little more towards Miles. In that scenario, I think I take Miles as my first option. But I'm happy with Capella as well. Either one of them, man. Then Allen, I would do that as well. Of course, Allen. People say, well, why are you bringing him up? Well, they kind of said that he may be available, and I saw that a few weeks ago, but nobody really talked about it. I didn't say it. I saw it. But nobody really talked about it, and then it kind of picked up a little steam right this week, yesterday, I believe. So it's possible now on the open market if they put him on the market. He may have a ton of suitors. So I don't know, but
because you heard Windhorse come on First Take yesterday. Who is, like I said, he's plugged in with everything that's like Cleveland Cavaliers. Like he's plugged in. He said there's some things that's happening that I can't even talk about. Like I get in trouble talking about it. So that gives me like, yeah. So it's gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be a crazy couple of days, man. It's gonna be a crazy couple of days.
It is. Yeah, it's gonna be some stuff out there that, with the way things just took off and the way things just happened, like out of nowhere, Bill and this and that, right? It was some stuff happening. I think we're in for a few swerves, right?
Yeah.
And if the Lakers want to be a part of, the Lakers could have been a part of any of these parties. They could have been a part of the Bill party if they wanted to. They could put more traction on Kyrie if they wanted to. They can, but they're playing the smart approach. They're doing it the smart way. We're not going to handicap ourselves, with this new CBA and stuff, because in 2 years, that's when these teams are really going to feel it. So we'll see. Again, we were in the West. We didn't have to go out and make a huge move. We were the ones in the Western Conference Final. Phoenix wasn't. Phoenix had to go out and do something. They weren't in position. Go to the state. They had to do something because it was Lakers in 6. Right? We ended that dynasty.
Right.
So now Draymond talking about going to Sacramento, and they going out and getting Chris Paul, and all types of stuff. Bob Meyer said, "I'm out." All types of stuff. So really fast, Richard, man, salute to you, man. He says, "Hey guys, first time tapping in. Salute to the show, diehard Lakers fan. I would like to see DeRozan." There we go. We didn't talk about him, DeRozan, okay, there we go, Bruce Brown. And we need shooters and bigs. Richard won it all, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Richard wants it all.
Want the whole pie.
Oh.
But I feel like the DeRozan thing, because like me and you talked about that as well. I was high on that as well. But I feel like with them offering, with them extending Vooch's contract today, I feel like them blowing it up is out the window.
Right.
They're keeping the guys. So they're keeping DeRozan. Like I said earlier, Bruce Brown be a steal. He will be truly unexpected because I would never expect that we'll be interested in Bruce Brown. The only way that get me really psyched is that he becomes interested. Now, it just says that the Lakers are interested, My question is he interested?
Right.
Once he becomes interested, then I'm like, oh, okay, then this might be a thing.
Right.
But it will be something to get Bruce Brown. Like it'll be special.
When Dan broke that news earlier about Bruce on Twitter, I think my reaction to it was it's kind of I was kind of afraid of, because the Lakers have been Rob Pelinka since the Magic Man been gone. The Lakers have been really intentional of stuff not leaking. So the fact that came out, it kind of scared me a little bit. Like, maybe it might not be, because the Lakers wouldn't leak that, right? They've been very particular on not leaking things again since the Magic Man left. So yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. It's a wait to see thing. But if we can get that done, bro, man, woo, you talk about coming out of left, and that's what Rob does. You said let Rob cook, and you also always been saying, Rob works in silence. So that's the only thing, again, that scared me about the whole Bruce Brown deal. So, man, salute to you, Chris, man. Salute, man. I love it. Sorry, I'm not on here as much. We got a lot going on with these businesses and stuff, so I can't get on here as much. That's why, again, make sure you guys are tapped in to Dan. You're tapped in to LA Sports Live, of course, Lakers Nation with Trevor over there, right? And we'll let you plug yourself in a bit, but our man got something cooking as well. So yeah, but we'll get that plug in a few before we get out of here. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. And I agree with you on the DeMar stuff. We talked about him extensively, right? Extensively. So
very extensively.
But when they like you said, when they reached that new deal with Vooch. There you go. I always forget that man's name. Well, Vooch.
Nikola Vucevic.
There you go. That kind of I think now I don't know, because they still do need a point guard, with that bad news for Lonzo. So, it could potentially happen, but I think I would rather. Would you rather DeMar or would you rather D'Lo? Not even saying what it's going to cost, of course, but just if you had one or the other, which one would you, with this team, which one would you do that move, or would you, just stick with D'Lo?
A couple of years ago, I'll do that move. Now I'm not doing the move. I want to keep the youth. I feel like D'Lo will fit this team. Not to say DeMar won't fit this team, because we could easily, sign and trade, move Austin Reaves to the point guard. DeMar DeRozan can go to the shooting guard position. I just feel like I said earlier about D'Lo will want to go. He would have want to go to Chicago. So I feel like DeMar would require so many things to work in our favor. It's just too many hills to climb. But at this point, I'm content with bringing D'Lo back.
Right. I think I'm with you, man. I think I'm with you now. I was back and forth a bit.
Yeah,
I think I'm with you. I think I'd rather bring D'Lo back. I want to see D'Lo avenge himself. I know I told you I'm a big fan of him. I've been a big fan of him since with the Buckeyes. And as a USC fan, that's tough for me to say. But I think I'm with you. I think I'd rather run it back with D'Lo. DeMar is, don't get me wrong, DeMar is DeMar, right? But DeMar is old, and then the thing with DeMar too, it's going to be an expiring contract,
right?
So it's pretty much a rental, because I don't see how we work out a deal to bring him back. I'm not. Right. I don't know what type of salary he's expecting. Because
it's going to be
that's going to pay one more time, man, and we wouldn't be able to do that really. So with
right,
D'Lo, at least, like we said, it could be a 2-3 year deal with that option. So it kind of helps us out, into the future as we mold, JHS very well might be the starting point. And don't forget old Scotty down there, right? Got Scottie Pippen down there too. So maybe one of those two will be the starting point guard 3 years from now. So maybe D'Lo can be that, that bridge to carry us over to those guys. So I think I'd go D'Lo for the youth, his age and all that. So.
And like you said, bro, he's bouncing.
Thanks, Maya.
He's bouncing. Appreciate Maya. like you said earlier, bro, he's bounced around a lot. We drafted him, then we traded him to Brooklyn to get rid of that terrible Mozgov contract that never should have happened.
Right.
Then he went to Golden State. Then he went to Minnesota. Now he's back. Like, it's time for him to find a home.
Right.
It's time for him to be comfortable and saying, you know what, I can, this is something that this is a place where I can call home, because that's a place like he's never had that type of chance throughout his career, because he's like constantly on the move. So I would want him to stay just because of that, just to make him comfortable. Be like, you know what, I got my money. I found me a home. So let me go ahead and let me redeem myself and show these people who I really am.
Right. I agree. I want that man to have a home. He's young, and the crowd loves him. When he's on, man. Like I said, he lights that place up. So, and I'm all with this youth movement, right? Because it's not like our youth is just for the future. They can help us win now, right? We saw it. This youth movement helped us get to the playoffs, from the 13th seed to the playoffs, right? And then we see what Austin Reaves is doing. So these guys help us now. So I'm all for that. Let's see. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, he said Windy City making a big mistake by not blowing it out. I agree, man. I agree. They're gonna mess around and end up losing your boy for nothing. Levine. He gonna end up walking for absolutely nothing. Richard says Denver can only offer him 7.8 mil. We can offer him the mid-level 12.8. Right, you're right about that. That's the most Denver can offer him is only 7.8. So yeah, he may, if it's coming down to money, then yeah, that's definitely the case. So we'll see how that plays out. But it's very interesting that it came out today that the Lakers were linked to that, because I don't think before today nobody was, I don't think that was in anyone's mind. So, yeah. Fred, no, we both said no. We both said we'll pass on him. To me,
I'm good.
Say he's better than D'Lo. I may be a little biased because we drafted D'Lo, but I'm more of a D'Lo fan than I am Fred VanVleet. So yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't want to meet. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Last comment from DTLF says, "Great breakdown, fellas. Keep it going, man. Salute. Thanks for blessings, man. Thanks for blessings coming through. Yeah, man. There it is, man. Again, free agency kicks off Friday. Well, where you're at, man. It's tomorrow, huh? We're here on the West Coast, so it's still a little early here.
No, I'm on the East Coast, bro.
Yeah, you're on the East Coast. What time is it? Almost.
So
let's see, what, 11 o'clock out there? So yeah,
Yeah.
almost. You can almost say tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, pretty much, because at that
Well, once you
point
hit midnight.
Yeah, because at that point we'll figure out what we're gonna do with Beasley and Bamba.
Beasley.
We're gonna find out that, and then Friday is free agency at 6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Eastern time, yeah. 3 p.m. over here.
Friday.
So yeah, it's gonna be wild Friday night. It's gonna be wild Friday, and we'll be here. We'll be live. It'll be a little later, so make sure you're tuned in to Dan. He'll be live. You jumping on him? You guys got something going on?
Yeah, I believe he's gonna bring me on.
So they'll be doing their live reaction show. So head on over there and check them out. Get that, and then afterwards we'll get on here and clean it up. I got a long day Friday, so I'll be listening to most of it. I have my ear pod in, pretending like I'm paying attention in these meetings.
He'll be solo on Friday, and then on Saturday we'll be on doing the reaction.
Yeah, I think I saw something come across my screen there. I might be with y'all on Saturday, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But it's gonna be a good time, man. So hey, things about to heat up, man. Things about to heat up. I know we're still sad about Denver and all that, but hey, we turn that frown upside down. It's about to be fun, man. It's gonna be a fun weekend. It's gonna be a crazy weekend. So make sure you guys are locked and loaded. And right after that, it's the classic. The California Classic, and then Summer League. I'll be in Vegas for Summer League. I think Dan will be there. So it's gonna be fun. I think Jeff will be there, man. We got to get you out here to the West Coast.
I'm coming. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna work all that out. Get you out here, and man, it's gonna be a good time. LA Sports Live. He'll be there. We'll be going down there together. So it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Things are gonna speed up, and then before you know it, camp will be here, and here we go.
Yep.
So again, tomorrow, what to look out for is the Lakers have to make a decision on Malik Beasley and Mo Bamba. So that's the first thing. And then after that, we'll get right into free agency. And it's going to be fun, man. It is going to be fun. Man, salute to you, Don. Thanks for coming through, Bishop, man. I appreciate you tremendously. You know, I was going on, and I just like, well, let me see what he doing. I know you got to drive and all that. So it all worked out. He had the night off and came right on in. So I appreciate you, man. But let the people know, man, get us out of here. I can't have the Bishop on here. We need some motivation. We need some inspiration. So go ahead and motivate the people, and then make sure you plug yourself and all that. I'm going off the screen. It's your show now. Go ahead.
Oh man. Appreciate it, bro. Just no Lakers fans. We will rise again. We already rising. You know what I'm saying? Denver out here won the championship, and a week later they ain't know, they nowhere to be found because, we're the talk of the town. Everybody want to know what the Lakers gonna do. And I love it because it's like the attention's on us where it always should be. Just know, no matter where we are, no matter, if it's a sucky year or, we on a mountaintop or not, that, Lakers are the Lakers, man. We the late show. Lakers got the best fans out there. Sometimes they kind of toxic, but, I block that out and I listen to the real knowledgeable Lakers fans out there. So keep y'all heads up. All is not lost. We are not as behind as we think. This team make it to the Western Conference Finals with this team only playing a quarter of a year together. So just know that, just know that we will rise again, man. And, let Rob cook, let him work, and we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back stronger than ever. So, keep y'all heads up, man. Y'all stay blessed. I love y'all, man, and catch y'all on the next stream, man. But it's been a blast on tonight. I had a good time. Had a great time with LOE, my brother. Had a great time with you all in the chat. Thank you for your input. If you want to follow your boy, y'all can find me on Twitter. What is on this side? My name is right there, Don the Kingpin on Twitter. Shoot your boy a follow. My name is Ontario Moore. You can find me on Facebook. I also have a podcast as well called the Kingpin Talks Podcast. You can find that on YouTube. Go on there, subscribe. I'm supposed to be doing the show next week. Well, not next next week. Getting together with a couple of friends of mine. We're gonna be talking about some things on there. So y'all make sure y'all be tuned for that next week. Other than that, like I said, y'all keep y'all heads up and everything Lakers, man. Let's go Lakers. Yeah.
What's up, Lakers fans?
What up, Lakers fam?
Laker fans.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
We ballin', but it's purple, heart is gold, baby. We ballin', ain't nobody in the world that can stop us.
LA, I got us. Who with me? Let's roll.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You know what they yell when they see me?
Hurling go, hurling go.
This is Diane's on my way to the
Slam dunk.
Gonna hate her like who
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Champions of the spot. Watch how they watch us. Meet me at the top.
LA, baby.
Nah, we ain't gon' stop. LA be like,